Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Bert the Stormtrooper. I am doing a comprehensive review series of Optimus Prime figures called That's Just Prime. I also review other Transformers, lots of G1 stuff, as well as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Ghostbusters, GoBots, and pretty much any other toy that may jump out at me. I also do the occasional arcade and pinball machine video, unboxings, vlogs, challenges, and miscellaneous videos where my daughter usually makes fun of me. Those are a lot of fun. If you're new to the channel, thanks for checking me out. Please be sure to click subscribe and hit that bell icon so you're notified when I upload a new video. I upload 2 videos a week, sometimes more. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up and share if you like what you see.
Autobots, roll out!
Hello and welcome to That's Just Prime, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Energon Igniters Power Plus Optimus Prime from the new Bumblebee movie. So here we go. I found another new toy while I was out looking for Ninja Turtles. This is so awesome. 2 days in a row that I have found 2 new Optimus Prime figures. Completely unexpected. This is so much fun. So something that I did learn since putting out my my previous video, the one with the Nitro series one, which was the bigger one, is that the size class is here on the side. So this guy is the Power Plus series, where the previous bigger one, which we're going to be using for comparison, was Nitro series. So the Power Plus looks like it's going to be a little bit bigger than maybe a deluxe size, but it looks like it's going to be a lot simpler of a figure, very panely looking. It almost looks like one of those activators that we saw back in RID days. And this is just speculation based on what I'm seeing on the package. Obviously, I have not opened this up yet. So I did find this in Walmart, and it retailed for $13. And as you can see, it also comes with one of those Energon Igniter engines, and it looks pretty much identical to the one that came with the Nitro version of Optimus Prime, as you can see there. So paint apps are a little bit different, but other than that, they look identical. All these engines actually look pretty identical with the exception of the paint job themselves. So there's the instructions on the back. This one does have instructions printed on the card. It shows us that we can do the transformation in 7 steps. There's our figure in both truck and robot mode, and it shows us that we have a very similar gimmick to the one that we had with the bigger figure, where we're going to flip out some panels on the back, clip in the igniter engine, press it down, and it's going to roll away. So let's go ahead and get this guy opened up and let's check him out. And here we have Optimus out of the package and in his truck mode. And as you can see, he is based on a very G1 style truck with a flat nose cab. Very nice looking truck. Now, before I go forward, I have to say, when I found the previous one, the Nitro one, the bigger one, as soon as I saw the package, I knew what I was looking at. I knew that this was going to be a product aimed at a younger audience based on selling a gimmick, and I knew that I wasn't going to expect a whole lot out of it. However, when I got it home, opened it, and played with it, I was very pleasantly surprised. They had a really nice vehicle mode. The wheels were painted, really nice rolling wheels, of course, because of the gimmick. The transformation was nice. The robot mode looked really good, not very kibbly. Panely maybe, but not kibbly, and not the best posability, but still posable enough to where I was very pleasantly surprised, and really I thought that figure knocked it out of the park. I really liked that figure a lot. So when I found this one at the store, I was kind of hoping for the same. I was thinking, here we go. Here's another one of these awesome Nitro series figure, or not Nitro, Igniter series figures, and this is going to be a cool figure. And unfortunately, I am kind of disappointed with this one. Really sad to say. So let's look at the truck mode real quick, because the truck mode really is kind of the best mode for him. And here in truck mode, he measures approximately 4 inches long, and he's about 2 inches tall at the top of the cab. 2.5 if you want to go to the top of the smokestacks. As you can see, the mold is nice. It looks actually really nice. We've got the flat nose truck right there. We've got the grill, the bumper, the windshields. Now, when we get to the side, we've got some details that are molded in, but not painted at all. So the windows, once again, not painted. This time around, the smokestacks are also not painted. Neither are the wheels. Now, we did get those pinwheels again, and at least that's nice. And again, this is going to have the same rolling gimmick, so I suppose it needs to have a good rolling wheels, so that's at least nice to have. And the wheels are easy enough to paint, so I guess I could paint those myself. The back of the truck looks more black than it does blue to me. It's a very, very dark blue, if we're going to compromise, but very, very dark, very odd for an Optimus Prime, at least to me. I know that it's been done before, but I always find it odd. I'm just so used to seeing Optimus with a blue back section here on the truck. And there it is, all the way around. In the truck mode, like I said, probably the better of the two modes here. So just for comparison real quick, here he is with the bigger Nitro Series version. So you can see what these guys look like together. And you can see the obvious differences in paint here. This guy on the left, the little one's going to be a lot smaller. So there you go. That's what these guys are going to look like. And then again, the gimmick itself. This one is actually, I do like the way they did this. So we're going to reach over here to the tanks, and we're just going to flip them up. And as we do so, you're going to notice that these panels go down just like that and leave an opening for our igniter core. So we're just going to pop this guy right in, just like that. And we'll back up a little bit. And just like before, we're going to press down on that igniter core engine, and when we release, he's going to roll away. And as you can see, this guy rolls a little faster than the bigger guy did. Oh, he kind of slipped on me there. He's a smaller vehicle, so he weighs less. So that's pretty much it for the truck mode. Now let's get into transformation, which is going to be very, very simple. So we're going to start right here at the front of the vehicle. We're going to take the wheels, and we're just going to untap these. These are tabbed to the front and the top of the window right here. So we're just going to kind of untap these and angle them down. And as we do, at the same time, you're going to take these two back sections of the truck here and split them open. And that's going to allow you to bring the arm all the way down. Rotate this all the way over, and you're going to notice probably that there was a slot right there on the smokestack that's going to peg in right there to the mirror. So that's going to clip in right there, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. Unsnap that, rotate at the same time, and snap into place. We're going to take our waist right here, and we're going to just bring this joint down until it snaps into place. And we'll do that one last. We'll take the heel pieces right here, and we're going to flip these out. And when you do, bring that in close, when you flip this out, you'll notice that this heel piece was actually holding onto this leg here. So this is what holds the legs together when in truck mode, is that heel piece being clipped up just like that. Now I won't do it. Get in there. There it is. So that's what holds the legs together. And when you bring the heels down, that allows you to separate them just like that. And then finally, we're going to come up to the top, bring his chest forward, and rotate the head around, and then close his chest back up again. And there is Optimus in robot mode. And again, as you can see, very much in that live-action movie design, and the one that we saw in the first three movies, rather than what we've seen in the previews so far, at least what I've seen in the previews so far. Somebody made a comment to me that maybe I missed one of the shots of Optimus in one of the trailers, so I have to go back and watch them again. So here in robot mode, Optimus stands approximately 4.5 inches tall, and he looks okay, I guess. Let's come in close. Let's look at the head, and again, you can see it's that Optimus Prime, that movie Optimus Prime inspired head. And all the details, in fact, are going to be that movie-style Optimus Prime, as you can see. So, now let's talk articulation, because this is really kind of, articulation and molding is really where this guy kind of falls apart for me. Let me adjust the camera. Okay, so articulation-wise, nothing at the head. The head does not rotate. The arms do not move up and down or in and out at all. That's stuck right there. He does have a rotation at the bicep, and that's just, I think, to ease the transformation. So he can rotate the bicep, but that really just accomplishes nothing. And as you can see, he's got a bend at the elbow. And nothing at the waist. He cannot turn his waist. There was this joint here for transformation, so you can kind of put him in a sitting position. That's about it, and I point that out because the legs, this is really, really weird. Let me try to get these arms out of the way. You can move the legs in and out just like this, but they do not, that joint right there does not spin. So you cannot move the legs forwards or backwards. There's obviously no rotation at the thigh, no bend at the knee, nothing at the feet, nothing at all. So this guy pretty much a brick. He can bend his elbows and rotate his biceps. That is it for articulation. So that is very disappointing, especially considering how good the last figure was. And again, the cardinal sin of having the wheel mounted on the arm right there, I've addressed in other videos that I hate this a lot. I do not like when they put the wheels on the arms. There are figures, for example, the Cyberverse figure did a good job of integrating the wheel with the arm, so at least it wasn't this big giant panel sticking out like that. This, obviously, they didn't even bother, so it's right there. So as you can probably tell, I'm overall disappointed with this figure. And here's his igniter engine, or his Energon igniter, and again, he can hold it in his arm, but it doesn't do anything at all. Or you can peg him in the back right there for storage purposes, and that's about it. So something that I did find out about these is that we were looking at this spinning piece back here. Apparently that's going to be for a different series of figures. They're going to have some sort of a weapon or something that you can stick in there to spin it. So that's what I had thought. And as far as this little peg in the front goes, there's this even smaller version of this figure that's going to be even smaller than this guy, where the engine is going to just kind of peg into the back of the vehicle, because obviously the figure is going to be so small there's nowhere to put the engine inside of it. So what's going to happen is I could have demonstrated that in the truck mode, but let's pretend that's a truck. So the figure is going to be a small, very small version of this. It's going to have a little peg hole in the back, so you just peg the engine to the back, press it, and it'll push the figure or the vehicle along the way like that. So that's how that's going to work. So that's what the purpose of that peg hole and that spinning thing was. So we'll go ahead and pop that in the back here. Just get him there. And for comparison, here he is with the Nitro series version of the figure. So there you go. Really, honestly, guys, for $13 versus $20, if you're going to get any of these, and again, I've said it a couple of times, I'm going to say it again, these are aimed at a younger audience. If you're a serious collector, this may not be up your alley. Perfectly understandable. Nobody's telling you to go out and buy these. I'm just giving you my opinions on the figures. If you're going to choose between one of them, spend the extra $7, get the $20 one. This looks really nice on a shelf, and it's a fun figure to play with. This one, I am sad to report, I was disappointed with. So we'll come in close, and I think that about covers the Transformers Bumblebee movie, Energon Igniters Power Plus series, Optimus Prime. What did you think of this figure, and what would you like to see me review next? Let me know by leaving me a comment, give me some thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so that you're notified when I make a new video. Please share with your friends if you like what you see, and I'll talk to you next time on That's Just Prime.